This story is sponsored by Saily. There was still a little snow on the ground and a lot of ice chunks on the riverbanks when Noah and I went for our first practice run.
Yes!
The legendary river race was only a few weeks away.
Try and get into the riffles on the left, far left. Right. Stay paddling on the left there, paddle hard. Look at the ice! Come on, Mary! Yes! Oh my God!
We were practicing in the most rural section of river in the whole state. And while my friend Jared was my actual race partner, this run had convinced Noah that he must join the race too. I really think springtime might be my favorite time of year. I just love it so much. It's a really fun time of year to be closing in on finishing this basement renovation, this thing we've worked so hard for. And as we're getting closer to completing this project, we're thinking about traveling and taking a little breather. There has to be balance along the way. And one of the best ways to wipe the slate clean and gain inspiration is from traveling. So this spring, we've been thinking about some of the places we want to go this year. And wherever we end up going this year, it'll be a great chance to use Saily, which is the sponsor of this video. Saily is a simple eSIM app that helps you stay connected in over 200 places around the world. If you don't know what an eSIM is, it's just a digital SIM card. No more physical ones that you have to put into your phone. You just download their app and select whatever country you're traveling to and get a plan that matches to the time frame that you're going to be away. No more expensive roaming fees no matter where you go. You can get a global or a regional plan, and it just saves you time when you're traveling. You don't have to go wait in any lines and get a local SIM card. With Saily, you just download it once. You don't need to reinstall any different eSIMs for different countries, and Saily has built-in security features. This works for iPhone or Android, and every time time you use Saily, you earn credits for the next time that you need to plan. And right now you can get an exclusive 15% discount on Saily data plans.
Go to saily.com/TAC deal or download the Saily app and use code TAC deal at checkout.
So thank you to Saily for sponsoring this video, for keeping us connected no matter where we go, and now back to the story.
This is crazy.
And so I got Jared out for his first practice run and pruned some of the old plants around the yard, getting very excited for all the blooms to come. And it was time to put the winter machines away for summer storage and finish shifting gears into the warm weather mindset. And it's always a joy to wander our woods once the snow melts and watch it slowly turn green again. Part of appreciating the magic of spring is taking time to notice all the changes as they happen little by little. And Old Blue was happy to stretch her legs again. And one warm afternoon, I took her to my cabin to check in, grab a few things, and stay a while. And I always love this stage of spring, where new life is starting, but there's still ice and snow. It's the last stretch of quiet before the full shift towards the busy warm season. And just when you thought it was really warming up, you'd wake up to this. But after a morning of catching up on computer work, it would disappear, and it was back to the main task at hand. We had finished framing out the basement, and now we were putting up our final walls made of shiplap pine. And since there's not a single closet in our entire house, we used our water heater area as a chance to make some hidden doors for storage. And while Allie would pack up her handmade products for shipping, I'd tackle an oil change or two, and then we'd get back to the basement. And when Noah asked Galen if he'd join the race with him, he happily accepted.
Ready.
And I sat middle on their maiden voyage, where we spent more time in the freezing water than out of it. But that wild first experience still didn't deter Galen. And Jared and I kept practicing too, as we were really hoping to place better this year, and we needed to work on our paddling.
Oh,
Yeah, you've probably heard of him. You've seen him around, perhaps.
And with race day only about a week away, it was time to get fully prepared. And for my birthday, we had a beautiful pizza dinner with our best friends, did an early morning workout, and took a nap in the bus to the sounds of spring. And then to my parents' house for a king crab dinner. And we were closing in on the biggest wall of the basement. There's so many things you forget about, like having to rewire the outlets, insulate around the sill, and so on and so forth. But we were doing it, and this project that had been so many steps in the making was really taking shape. Little by little, day by day, trying to balance along the way. And what was once a decrepit, mold-covered wall with leaky windows was now fresh, dry, and beautiful.
Okay.
by now, that last moment of calm was over, as a couple days of warmth had made the blooms explode. And we drove through the golden light with the last breath of April snow shining past. From brown to bloom, the glory of spring can happen so fast. It's easy to overlook. We see a few pretty flowers along the way of our rushing lives and think that they're nice. But by next week, we drive by and the petals have wilted. There are other things on our mind, and we just want summer. But there's a magic in the anticipation. When you take the time to witness the buds before they bloom, admire the blooms until they wilt, and you watch the petals fall, that ever-escaping concept of time slows down, and spring turns from a blur to a favorite memory. And thank you to Saily for sponsoring this story.